Hey, how's it going? What are we saying today? I'm just getting ready for a little bit of like a webinar. So, God, look at that spot coming up. I woke up the other morning with a headache, and it wasn't. It was the spot. Right. I'm just trying to get stuff all ready for the webinar. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Audio. Monocaster. Hello, how are we doing? Are we good? Testing. Testing. Why isn't that coming up? Why aren't you working? Yes, Miss Ella. How are you? Why? Ah, it's working now. There we go. Perfect. So, background. Oh, it's all coming together. It is all coming together. And then do we click here? Oh, we do. We do. Oh, thank you so much. I'm trying. I'm doing a how to start YouTube for hairdressers. Just a little intro free webinar at 12 o'clock. So I'm just getting all the last minute bits all done. I just need to get me off of... Oh no. Let me leave. Oh no. Cancel. Let's get rid of this. So where are we watching from? My mum cat. Oh, cut my hair from your YouTube. So short, it looks amazing. Which haircut was it? Was it the pixie? Was it how long was your hair? Camera isn't on. That's on. Leave studio. This is all still good. How do I... There we go. No. Okay, so I've got to remember to do that. Hello from Norway. Hello, Ian. I am from Iraq. Oh, wow. So Princess Diana haircut. Lovely. My mum had that. The same haircut. Oh, I bet it looks amazing. Present. Remove. There we go. Yes. And was too cute. I bet it is. I bet it looks lovely. So it's Monday. What time is it where you are? Where are you all watching from? I should get some music on, shouldn't I? But it'd have to be copyright free, unfortunately. Let's have a look what's on. I keep going to my laptop. So royalty free, copyright free music. We'll just get some music on. Lo-fi. There we go. It's some music. Hello, Tarana. Tatriana. Did I say that right? How are we doing? That's what we'll do on here as well. Get a little bit of music on. I said it right. So I'm going to be doing some haircuts like when I met someone, they get it wrong. Oh, really? The text is so small. I was making sure. I need my glasses. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some haircuts and everything later as well, but I'm just going to do a webinar at 12 and then we'll jump into some haircuts and everything like that. So, but I've got to tidy the studio as well today because it's a little bit mess. I've got some bleaches and all that left over, so I'll get it all tidy and then we'll get into some haircuts and stuff like that. Hello, Jag will see Safpura nu. Hello, Alexander. Where are you from? How do you do a butterfly cut? Is that a joke? If you check out my YouTube channel, I've got absolutely loads of butterfly haircuts on there. Alexander, where are you from? Does that mean shampooing? New? Can you do side bangs? I can do side bangs. Tatriana, you from America? I miss British hairdressers, have some disasters here. Not Norwegians' fault. Just there are probably too many blondes and not enough dark. Yeah. Train on colour. Well, it used to be that. I know what you mean. I've worked in Norway a few times, and most of the models are blonde. Shampooing. I'm from Flagstaff. Where's Flagstaff? Where's Flagstaff? Is that in America? from Sweden. Ah, okay. Welcome. Buenos dias, Sarah. So yeah, if everyone's just joined, I'm going to be doing a webinar. It's a free YouTube for beginner hairdressers, basically, because there's not enough hairdressers on YouTube, and I want to help them get on YouTube. Do you do your own haircuts? I have been doing it, yes. I got given this, and I've done a video on it. So it's this. And it is one of those mirrors. You better seal my gear now. So it's a three-way 360 mirror. And I hang it up just here. Oh, twist you a little bit. So just on the top of here, hangs down. Perfect. Thank you. I need one of those. Yeah, I know. It's so good. I never ever thought about cutting my own hair, but because the salon, sorry you're wobbling, because the salon is just so busy, it's just so difficult just to get a haircut. And when I'm in here most days, it's just like, I'll just put that up there, clipper it, we're done. What is the time? 11:35. I don't understand Swedish. I wish I did. I wish I knew another language, to be honest. But I don't. I know hola, bonjour, un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix, 10. Guten Tag, ich bin Paul. Je m'appelle Paul. That's pretty much it. Keep Harrant new. Quick trim and away you go. Yes, Sarah, that is it. Hello from Republic of Tuva. I've never heard of that. Where is that? In Spanish, you are a peluquero, hairdresser, word of the day. A peluquero. Or I bet it's pronounced more like peluquero, but that's a bit Italian, isn't it? Peluquero. That is a good word though. Can you break it down into like a bit, a dash, a bit, a dash? Oh, you have. Peluquero. Peluquero. I love that. And where is Republic of Tuva? Never heard. He read my message. Where is it? Paul, where is your salon? My salon is in the Midlands of the UK. Nicola Palmer. Skevland. Is that Sweden? Russia. Republic of Tuva is in Russia. Wow. Welcome. I don't know any Russian. Right, I'm off to work. Have a great day, Sarah. I have no more excuses to sit here. Have a great day. I'm from Stavanger, Norway. Alexander, Sweden. I'm UK. Oh, wow. Whereabouts in the UK? Have a great day. Boom, 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 boom. I'm a Londoner. I still can't understand Norwich, Swedish. Right. How long we got? It's 18 minutes. I will try and learn it for the next time I go live. So I'm trying to go live every day for most of the day. And in the salon, I've been going live and it's been working really well. The only thing is I've had to have it on mute because of client conversations and stuff like that, but also copyright music. So I think I've found a way around it. So you don't hear client conversations, but there's like music playing. So next week, as of Wednesday, tomorrow you can catch me. What day are we? Monday. Yeah, tomorrow you can catch me live in here again. And then Wednesday you catch me live in the salon. Jag vill ha one ha kippen. does that mean? I can't translate it because it's on my phone. If I was on my computer, I could probably copy it and translate it. But I can't on here. Well, how long we got? We've got a little while. I'm going to grab a drink and I'll be back. If anybody comes in and says, why is nobody here? Let them know I've gone for a drink. Hello. Hello, Tatiana. Lovely pronunciation and haircuts. Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm clear enough for you to understand. Message restricted. Why are your messages restricted? Is it because it's in Swedish? Got a Red Bull. Just over 10 minutes. Oh, I know what I need to do. So what's everybody doing today? I'm just going to be in here doing haircuts and this webinar. And yeah, filming all day, to be honest. Tidying up as well. I need to tidy up. I need to get some order. I've got 2 new boxes of mannequins to work. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, these boxes just here. 2 brand new boxes of mannequins. So I've got plenty to work on. Thank you so much to Wendy at Joyco and Joyco for supporting everything that I do. So let's just make sure we are all ready to go. Countdown. Writing my thesis. What are you doing a thesis on, Nicola? Jeg vil se shampooing nu. What's that? Periodontal disease, lifestyle, and morbidity or morbidity. Morbidity. Really? What do you want to do? Hey, Tasriana. I'm a dental hygiene therapist. Oh, amazing. Wow. Is that multi-morbidity? What is multi-morbidity? Never heard of that. Like morbid and obesity. Is that the same thing? Is that because getting up onto the chair maybe? I don't know. Or it's just with the teeth. With the teeth. What am I talking about? So what haircuts are you seeing at the minute that you would like to see more of how to do? Because when it comes to trying to... Who is that that's commented? Someone's commented already. Michael Green. Let's just jump on it. I managed to understand. Oh, good. One or more systematic disease example, a person who has heart disease and also diabetes. Oh, okay. Do you know Big Time Rush? I do not. What is Big Time Rush? Is that a haircut? Question. During perimenopause, does hair fall out more? Do you recommend your clients anything special? My hair is changing a lot also because of stress. I don't recommend like anything because it's like it is a minefield, but it's also more like doctors. They would be able to help more when it comes to managing that situation. As a hairdresser, it would just be to use a good sort of like scalp shampoo, something maybe to thicken so it seems as if you've got a bit more hair. And with stress, yeah, stress is a hard one because everybody obviously gets stressed. But I'm just going to read that again. Does it fall out more? Can do. It can do. But it's a case of just managing it and maybe like, again, going to the doctor. That's more like going to the doctors and them being able to prescribe. There's a guy on YouTube that I follow, Christian Guzman, and his hair went through a real bad shedding phase, and it was like stress related, and he like changed his YouTube channel. He changed his whole approach. His hair's coming back thicker. He's using a different shampoo, conditioner, which was from a doctor. So that's why I say that. Hello, Christmas Roblox for life. How are you? Oh, do they sing and do a concert? No, I've never heard of them. Big Time Rush. What do you think of a butterfly on thick hair? I think a butterfly haircut on thick hair is brilliant. I think it's a great haircut for it because it removes weight, adds lots of movement and texture. So yeah, I think it's great. Any tips for thick, curly, wavy hair? Yes. Use a lot of products. Use a lot of products to keep it really nice and moisturised, keep it styled, keep it healthy. Good shampoo conditioner for curly hair, moisturising. When diffusing, low heat, low speed to blot your hair when you come to dry it. Don't rub it. All those sorts of things. No problem at all. Thanks so much. What do you think about the Japanese head spa treatment? Is it a gimmick? I don't think it's a gimmick. I think it's just is what it is. It's just their way of changing things, and they look really relaxing. Although I know a girl who did it. What did she say? I don't think she liked when the water went over her face, because I think they took you all the way through it. 1 second, I've got a phone call. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a gimmick. I think it is. Oh, I'm about to go live. I think it's just something a bit different, I think. Right, 30 seconds, we're going live. If you want to watch this, what I'm doing, I'm live on my channel. Instead of this live, instead of that live, I'm on this live. But I'll stay on both. It keeps on coming off my pen. Look what my pen says. My future hairdresser. Right. Let's go live. Oh, what's it doing? Hello everybody, welcome. So this is a requested sort of webinar video just to help people get into YouTube, hairdressers in particular, but if you are someone who's thinking about getting into YouTube, then this is the place where I'm going to be showing you where to basically start if you are a beginner. So the reason this course come about is that obviously I've been working on YouTube now for 4 years. I've made a lot of mistakes and I don't want you guys to make the same. So I want to be able to sort of like guide you around them, and this little webinar session is just going to show you some of the things that I did at the beginning and some of the things that I'm doing now and some of the tools that I'm using now to be able to fast track it basically. So make sure you've got a pen and paper. If you haven't, get on your phone's notes and maybe go on there, or just go and grab a pen and paper now so you can make some notes. So we're just going to get straight into it. You obviously know who I am, hopefully, Paul Watts, and yeah, we're going to be starting this right now. So this is basically how to start on YouTube as if you were a hairdresser. But if you aren't a hairdresser and you're watching this, then you can be able to take some tips away, because it's a lot of stuff that I've learned over the years. So this is the hairdresser's starter pack and the not so secret secret. And the reason I like to say about the not so secret secret is because there's just a very obvious it's at the end. There's a very obvious thing when it comes to YouTube that not a lot of people talk about, and we're just going to get straight into it. So the first thing that I want you guys to really understand is just to define your niche. And when it comes to a niche, as whatever industry you are, you've got to think about something you're passionate about. Maybe not think about something that is a little bit off the cuff. It's something that's a little bit sort of out there, a little bit wild, because if you are trying to pull inspiration and you are trying to constantly work at something to make it a niche, you're not going to be able to do it for that long, because you'll burn out and you'll start to have to really work on retaining a lot of information on something that you're not really interested in. And there's one thing that I always talk about in particular, and I remember it from like as a kid, and it's the Simpsons episode where Homer lost his job and Marge had to work. And with Marge, what she did was let me know in the comments if you've obviously seen The Simpsons, or no, actually, who hasn't seen The Simpsons. I'd love to know that, because I'm pretty sure everybody's seen an episode of The Simpsons at some point. So in the corner of the Simpsons home, there's a piano, and Marge Simpson starts to teach people the piano. And the way that, let's just see if somebody who's commenting, good afternoon, Felix, hope you are well. Yeah, so she starts with the piano. So she starts to teach piano lessons, and the way that she teaches it is that she gets students coming through. She advertises like you would advertise with this, as you're like a in your industry, you are a expert in your field, and you want people to come onto your channel to trust you and to take information and sort of like create a community and grow together. So when it came to Marge, what she did was she learnt a first lesson. So she was actually having a piano teaching lesson, and then whatever she learnt as her first lesson, she would teach. And then she'd go on to another lesson, she would go learn it, she'd come back, and then she would teach that. So her first week would then be her student's first week, her second week would be her student's second week. And that always sort of like stuck with me. I don't really know why, but I think it was to do with to make sure that when you're starting to teach something, that you fully understand it, or you are just staying ahead of the game to what other people are doing. And that was a big thing for me. So yeah, that sort of Simpsons episode when I was little blew my mind, but it's something that I've remembered to this day. So when it comes to a niche, you can see here, if you're a hairdresser, you could specialize in brides, men's grooming, cut or color specialist, cutting specialist, precision cutting. The list is endless. You could be a formulation expert, you could be absolutely anything. But then finding your unique selling point, your USP, what sets you apart. And I'll just tell you a little bit about what I found with myself. So when I first started YouTube, it was in lockdown. And with the whole lockdown thing, obviously we didn't know how long it was going to last for. I didn't know how long I was going to be out of a job. But I just thought, if this ever happens again, what could I do that I could continue to do that didn't need me to be there? And I just thought, I just looked in like the corner of my room and there was a camera, and I was like, well, YouTube, I could, Stephanie Barrett, curly expert, we need more of them. We do need more of them. And this is something great that if you are in the comment section on people's videos, these are things that really help you as a creator. So when you are commenting saying, oh, I love this haircut, but if you say those things like, I want to see more curly cuts, I want to see more long grads, I want to see more pixies, I want to see more bobs, it gives the creator so much more so much more ideas, but also ammunition as to what their audience are wanting. Because we'll go into it, your audience, when you go into the back room and analytics of your YouTube studio, that's where you'll find who your people are and who you are engaging with and starting to create a rapport, and who are starting to become your fans. So that's that. But to what sets you apart, that's where, when I started, I just started vlogging because I had no idea what to do. I just thought, I'll grab a camera and I'll start to vlog lockdown. I lasted 3 days before I got bored of it and didn't really know what to talk about because I was stuck at home. We couldn't go out except for an hour. And I just thought, I do want to do this, but I don't really know what to do. And I had a bit of imposter syndrome where I can imagine a lot of you feel when you start to do something new, especially YouTube, is why would anybody want to listen to me? Do I actually know what I'm talking about? And is what I'm doing good enough to put out there into like to be criticized, basically? And that's one of the biggest things when it comes to people feeling that, oh, I don't want to be criticized, or am I doing something that's really, really lame, or am I doing something that's really foundational? But that is where so many people get it wrong. So when it comes to like USPs and what sets you apart, is that there's not many people that really go back to basics. The whole Marge Simpson thing, like episode 1, lesson 1, that's the big thing. So when I started, I was starting to do little bits of haircuts, little bits of like, oh, look at this product here and stuff like that. And it wasn't until we were finishing in the salon on a Saturday and we were all leaving the salon, and I was like, oh, I haven't filmed a video. So I ran downstairs to the studio, I didn't have much time. I was really tired. Grabbed a mannequin, put it into 2 ponytails. But before that, I jumped on my phone and Googled what haircut is trending right now. And this thing, wolf cut, came up. And I was like, what the hell is a wolf cut? Never heard of it. As a hairdresser, never heard of it. And then I went and clicked it. It took me to this website and it was like trends. And I was like, what? And I clicked on the first picture of it. And Hayley, and it took me to TikTok. And I was like, what the hell is this? Like, what the hell is a wolf cut? And I started seeing people doing it themselves, but with one ponytail here, a unicorn cut. And this guy, Brad Mondo, first time sort of like hearing him, seeing him, he was sort of talking about it. And I was like, so if you're wanting to create more of like a shag, which is what wolf cuts fundamentally are, you're not really going to get that shape from one ponytail, because all you're going to create with that is forward graduation, long graduation, and really nothing at the back because of the over direction. So I was thinking, so basically we could just split it half and half. We could use that sort of unicorn ponytail to create some shape around the face, because if you were to do something in the salon section by section, you would be sectioning, you'd be taking forward, you'd be cutting it off at whatever angle you prefer or that works for the client, and at the back would either connect or disconnect. And that's where I thought, I'm going to put the ponytail on top, and I'm going to elevate so much, so high, that no matter how blunt I cut it, because we've elevated so high, it creates so much softness. And that's when it comes to when you are understanding how to do something. And there's, I meant to get this name and write it down, but I keep calling it the Ryman law. It's not Ryman, it's something that rhymes with Ryman, but it's basically the understanding of something that you can reverse engineer. And this is what sets you apart from other people doing this right now. So if you can reverse engineer what you do to the simplest of things, the simplest form, that is how you're going to grow on YouTube. Because so many people now are trying to show what they've got, what they can do, how good they are. No one is really showing people who want to come into the industry or want to get into your industry, if you're not a hairdresser, like, how do you get that job? How do you sort of progress from assistant to a stylist? How would you go from, say, in like a firm just to a new recruit, to working up that ladder? How do you do that? And that is something that I think is mega special right now. And that's why I sort of trying to get our salon assistant to do it, because by the time he qualifies, he could already have a very successful YouTube channel, and he could be inspiring those people from the beginning of his training all the way through to when he qualifies, showing them the pitfalls, the mistakes, how he did it, how he applied, how he got to work with us. And they're the USPs that I think are really trending right now, and not so much editing. So I hope that helps a little bit. We'll get into a lot more when we go through this, but basically to create engaging content. And it's not the thing with YouTube is that I feel like it's a very safe space in regards to Instagram and TikTok. I think TikTok and Instagram are all about the here and now, and look what I've got and look what I can do. Whereas YouTube is more about look what I can help you do. And that word help put in between, I think the help thing is huge. And that's where people really sort of like forget with when it comes to Instagram and that it will be more when you see these reels, it's like the highlights of their life, the highlights of the cut, the highlights of the color service, the highlights of them if they're in the salon. Like, I've just been currently going live every day to show a real rawness to it. There's if you have just joined, grab a pen and paper just to make some notes, but there's a guy, Sam Sulek, Sulek. He's a bodybuilder, but he has basically blown up overnight from 0 subscribers to like 4.3 million. And the way he's done it is minimal editing. So when we're talking about creating engaging like content, we're talking about tutorials, behind the scenes, hair care tips and client transformations. Try and do as minimal theatrics as possible, because what that does is it takes away from your value, especially on YouTube. Instagram and TikTok, fill your boots with dancing into the salon and doing whatever. But when it comes to YouTube, people have gone there for a reason, And the reason is, and how they find you is what we'll talk about at the end. But it's the whole thing of, I want to learn this, and I've actually found someone that is like my vibe, and that's the biggest thing. So when it comes to it, you want to be doing right now the trend is minimal editing, minimal theatrics. It's just basically getting right into the core details and giving your viewer exactly what they want. And that's the difference with YouTube. So when we look at tutorials, share your expertise with step-by-step guides. I would film the whole thing and use that as long form. And then when it comes to your daily shorts, you could break that down. So say your tutorial lasted a haircut, say an hour and 15 minutes. And it was the consultation, the shampooing, what shampoo you're using, what styling products you're using, the sectioning, the haircut, the products you're putting in again, the blow dry, the straightening, the tonging. That is a long process. So that for me, as a hairdresser, for somebody who has got minimal time to do this, and this is one of the biggest things why I wanted to bring you this, time is really important, and it's got value to it, because you'll either have to take a hit on money to create some content, or you'd have to pay somebody to do it. But if you could bring it into your working day, that's how you can make it really cost effective and work with you. So all you've got to do, use your phone. I don't say get cameras until you're really, really into it. Once you do, you become obsessed. And I think when you buy a camera, you really start to take it seriously. And disconnecting from a phone is so, I was going to say the word tranquil. It's so refreshing. It's so refreshing to put your phone to one side for a couple of hours, set up a camera, and then just engage with that. And the best tip for engaging with a camera is to talk to the lens as if it's your favorite client. That is the biggest thing for me, your favorite client. And going back to creating that full haircut tutorial, you put it up, and where there's little bits of, say you step away for 3 minutes to go and get some products, that's the minimal editing. So chop that out, have you back with the client, and then you can use that. So say every Sunday, your schedule is every Sunday you're going to upload a long haircut color tutorial, styling tutorial. And then every single day you will use the YouTube app as the remix button underneath your video to remix it into a short. Do 3 a day, do one as soon as you get up, one mid-afternoon, and one late into the evening. That way you're going to be able to globally meet the requirements of your audience, because a lot of my audience is America, India, and then we've got South Africa, we've got Germany, we've got Holland, we've got UK. So everybody's operating on a different time. So if you do that over the course of a day, 3 shorts a day, and it takes, as soon as you get the hang of it, they'll be taking you seconds to do. It'll be under a minute, because you're not adding music. You can do, but you're not. You're not adding music. You're keeping it as raw as possible, and you are wanting just to use it as a gateway for them to find your long form. And that's where a little 7-second short on YouTube can be so valuable. Again, behind the scenes, if you are not somebody who wants to get clients in, and I know one of the big things at the minute is to put your phone in front of a client, you're standing behind, and you're doing this whole thing to camera. If you're not feeling it, I don't really feel that. I don't really vibe with sort of like getting my clients on camera. That's why I do a lot of stuff with mannequins, and I do a lot of stuff from like behind head, or I'll block the client out completely. I would just show behind the scenes of like your working day. So like it could be opening the salon, setting up the salon. How could you either do all that, film it all, and then do voiceover? So you could say, if you want to be a hairdresser, welcome to my Monday. If you want to be a hairdresser, this is how I set up my day. That sort of thing. Hair care tips is quite self-explanatory. Show off your best products. Client transformation, showcase your skills, befores and afters. They can be behind head, they can be like face fronting, but you've just got to make it work for you. Don't try and overload with loads of new stuff that you don't do already, because you're just going to have to work for it. Just do what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, but film it. But your strategy for this, I would say, 1 long form a week that you put up on whatever day that you've got time to be able to edit it before, put it up, and then make it into 3 shorts a day for that week, and then you've got your next long form all ready to go. So Felix just said, thank you for all the tips, Paul. I just did a wolf cut from your YouTube. Amazing, Felix. Great to hear. Thank you. So optimize your channel. So choose a catchy channel name and eye-catching profile picture. Now, when it comes to like catchy names, I don't go for like crazy names like Mr. Oh no, Mr. Beast isn't very appropriate at the minute. He's having a bit of a nightmare. But don't call yourself sort of like Wolverine or something like that. Just a catchy name is a name that is relevant to you. So if it is your name, if your name is the salon, if you've got a salon name, call it that. And I remember a girl I was watching when I first started. She was called the Content Bug, and she came over from Pinterest, and she was showing people how to do Pinterest stuff, which I didn't realise you could monetize Pinterest and all that. So I was learning a lot from her. But the reason I sort of like really resonated with her is because she was starting out. She was way ahead of where I am at that point. But she was like doing these little how-to videos and this, sort of this thing, talking to camera, telling people how to get to it. And I was watching it and thinking, I'm going to start to implement some of the stuff she's doing. And then once she got really well known as the Content Bug, as Catherine, who is the Content Bug, as soon as she started doing it, then she changed her channel name to Catherine. Catherine Manning is her name. And she started to do that. And then she started to diverse from this sort of content, really informative, to vlogs. I would say do a separate channel. If you want to vlog in the future, or you want to vlog now, create a vlog channel, then create a professional channel afterwards, or a industry-based channel, because I just don't think they both collide. They both mix well unless you're a celebrity. Because if people don't really know who you are, you've basically got to take it. They don't really care who you are. It is a thing of that you've got to build up this community. You've got to mix. You've got to build up this want to know more about you. And like at the minute with me, my vlogs absolutely flop, which is why I've got a vlog channel now, because people don't care. They want to see me cut hair, color hair, style hair, and that's all they come to my channel for. There might be some that are like, oh, I want to know what you do when you get home from work and stuff. They can now on my vlog channel, but as this channel, this is like a hair channel. It'll be interesting to see how this video does, because this is more of like a how to grow YouTube from a hairdressing point of view. So it would be nice if we can keep all this stuff together, but there's also like a podcast button that you could probably put this under. So I might do that. Write compelling descriptions. So we're going to get into stuff now that you're going to think, oh my God, this is just going to take so much time. It's not. With writing descriptions, with utilizing keywords and creating thumbnails, you've got two tools which are unbelievable. AI. So I use Google Gemini. Google Gemini, if I've made a video or I'm thinking about a video, let's just talk about wolf cut for a minute because it was big. I would type into Google Gemini first, are wolf cuts still trending? And then it will give me something like, wolf cuts is a hair trend. It started popular on TikTok in 2020, whatever it was. Oh, I've just seen Lee's comment. Yeah, the remix button. So I will show you as well. But it is, the remix button is literally a lifesaver. And then Google Gemini will start to be saying, it sort of came from like the shag, butterfly haircut sort of transcended from it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, butterfly haircut, what's this? And then it's like, butterfly haircut started in this year. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. We might have a new trend. So then I will go into Google Gemini and say, could you write me a keyword heavy video title? And it will bring up a video title that is very, very keyword heavy. Or you could say, could you give me 5 searches for butterfly haircuts right now? And it will give me 5 that people are searching for to try and find this haircut. Give me 5 of them. And I'll pick one of them as my video title. And then for description, we want it to be very keyword heavy again. So I'll be like, right, I'm going to be doing a butterfly haircut. I already know a little bit about it. Google Gemini, can you please write me a YouTube video description, keyword heavy, about a butterfly haircut that I am cutting a how-to tutorial on? And it will give you that. Copy, paste, you're done. With a thumbnail, go into Canva, go into Google, type butterfly haircut, grab a picture, put it on, put butterfly haircut on it, and you're done. So this is all taking, as soon as you get streamlined, it's probably taking 10 minutes. 10 minutes to get your video title, description, and thumbnail all ready. And then you know, right, I'm gonna be filming a video from the picture you took from Google. That is the sort of like result you're going to be going for, because if it come up on Google near the top, that means it's heavily searched as well. So that's what the aim that you're going to be going for. I've just seen that, Lee. Amazing. So that's the easiest way to do it. Create one long form a week and break it down into 3 shorts a day, and your channel will start to fly. So building your audience. So interacting with viewers through comments and replies, collaborate with other hairdressers, promote your channel on social medias, different social medias, utilize YouTube's features, example cards and end screens. So interact with viewers. So your viewers are basically your fan base, and they will be giving you idea after idea of what people are looking for. So when it comes to your comment section, say you've done a butterfly haircut, people will be like, I like this, but I prefer the wolf cut. If you've got like 10 wolf cut, I prefer the wolf cut, I prefer the wolf cut, I prefer the wolf cut. You want to be jumping on a wolf cut video, because these people are coming from looking for a wolf cut to finding your butterfly haircut because of your keywords, which will probably be in your description that Gemini wrote. Butterfly haircut is a mashup between a shag and a wolf cut, blah, blah, blah. So they're finding you from that. So then you want to be jumping over to there. There's already a new idea. Google Gemini, write me a description for a wolf cut, write me a video title for wolf cut, Google wolf cut, copy it, paste it, Canva, wolf cut, done. That is your next video already done for you. And then you're going to be uploading that as your long form, breaking it down into 3 shorts a day, and then you will have your week's worth of content already done for you. Collaborating with other hairdressers. This is something that's quite difficult on YouTube, because there's not many hairdressers that are actually doing it. And if they're doing it, they're not feeling that they're ready. They're not feeling that they're good enough, or they're probably thinking, they're maybe just doing their own hair at the minute. Great. So if you're somebody who is really wanting to push your how-tos and tutorials, and they're already comfortable enough on camera to do their own hair, maybe you say, right, what we'll do is I will do your hair this time, and then we'll collaborate on this style or whatever. I don't have to cut it, don't have to colour it, but we could meet in a salon, and I could style your hair, and we could collaborate and bring our audiences together, starting off quite calm and quite tame at the beginning, and then growing. As soon as people see that you collaborate, more people will want to collaborate. You could even do like I did with James Atkinson and Ian Davis. We did lives. So I started with James Atkinson, and it was called Education. Me and Ian did me and Ian did it first. We did it in lockdown. We did a podcast called Live and Uncut. It'll kill me for saying second. And we just basically connected with hairdressers all over the world, bringing them onto a podcast. And I'm not really talking about podcasts in this one today, but I can do in a future one if you want another. But that's a great way to be able to collaborate to begin with, without actually having to be in the same place. You could just do a podcast together, talk about different experiences, how you both started, where you both want to be. And then it's like, follow on from this. What we're going to do, we're going to meet up and we're going to do a model together, or we're going to do a mannequin together. I think mannequins are so easy because you haven't got to worry about what haircut or what colour you want to do. You just do it. Promoting on your social media channels. So this is one of the things. I'm not a massive fan of Instagram. I'm not a massive fan. Hey Mark, how are you? I'm not a massive fan of TikTok, but I've got them. Like I've got Twitter, like I've got Facebook, like I've got just downloaded Rumble. I use all these different social medias to bring more attention to my YouTube channel. I would even love to come off of Instagram and TikTok, but it's just such a good way to connect with hairdressers that it just has to be there. But I'm not a massive fan, purely because YouTube is just such a safer, less egotistical, less sort of like mentally draining platform to be on, is what I find. And utilising YouTube features such as cards and end screens. When you start to get into editing videos, cards are things that you can prompt people to watch one of your other videos, or you could send them to a website, you could send them to a social channel. And then end screen is basically please subscribe. it is maybe follow on to your binge worthy content. So when like Netflix will bring up, oh, are you still watching? Here's another series that you'll love, that sort of thing. Monetization, this is a bit early for this, but I just thought I would touch on it because it is something that everybody wants to aim for. When it comes to monetizing your content, you really want to not worry about numbers. Don't think about numbers at the beginning. Don't think about figures. Don't think about anything. Just do it for the love of doing it. If you really enjoy doing it, you will hit monetization before you know it. If you are only thinking about becoming monetized and numbers, it's going to take you ages. So I know somebody, I was in a YouTube call last week, and there was a guy on there and he was saying, oh, like, I'm finally monetized. It took me 10 years and like 10 years to get monetized. People were saying, oh, how come it took you so long? What are you doing? It's like, oh, I just thought I would do this because I've seen other people doing it. It's like, he had a day job, which he loved, but his YouTube channel was something that he didn't love. It was something that he just thought he's seen other people doing, and he thought, I'm going to do that. Because if they're making this money doing that, I want to make this money doing that. And it's the biggest mistake when it comes to starting YouTube. Firstly, just looking for money, because it will follow, and it will follow quicker the less you think about it. So the partner program is something when you hit 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, that's where you get fully into the partner program. If you do shorts, you've got to hit 10 million views in 90 days. And I just hit 10 million views in a month, and that was just through a strategy which I can go into again in another video, but there's ways in doing it very, very quickly. Sponsored content and brand collaborations, this is something that will follow. So when people reach out to you and say, oh, I see you've got a YouTube channel, and don't think it's only about big creators, because it's not. It is creators of any size. If that business thinks that you fit their model, you could have 500 subscribers, but you could be getting 20,000 views on a video because people love you. Brands would come in and be like, want to get in front of those 20,000 people, and then you'll start to get paid in that sense. Online courses and digital products, this is something that for hairdressers, mega. You could be doing live seminars, you can be selling products as in you could be doing retail. You could set up a little online affiliate store or something like that, or you could create your own product and then build an email list for future promotions. This is something I wish I did from the beginning. I didn't, because I didn't really think of it, but to create an email list is so valuable because, yeah, Mark, you can ask a question, no problem at all. When you think of like you want to hit somebody's inbox, because they won't be on YouTube every day maybe, but they've always got their emails open. So you could send something through an email list to build it up. You could send them your new video, and then it be like being able to engage with them that way. So I think that's super important that an email list is built from day one. Consistency. So Mark, yeah, if anybody wants to ask any questions, feel free to throw questions in. I've got a live going on here, so basically I'm streaming all day as well, and that's something I want to talk about. So live streaming, but it's just a little bit further along because you've got to get 90. What you've got to give it 90 days something from activation, but then you've also got to build up 50 subscribers to be able to live stream. So live streaming is becoming a massive, massive thing, and it's a way, again, like I said at the beginning, something very raw, and just to have a camera running and just capturing in the moment is something that people are really loving at the minute. So being able to go live, I think, is a thing that you should really, really think about. Thank you, Nicola. So consistency is key. How to turn casual visitors into loyal subscribers. So uploading videos regularly to maintain viewer engagement. So basically you want to think of your YouTube channel as either Netflix or your favorite TV show, maybe soap on TV that is every night at 8 o'clock or every week at whatever, because that way your fan base know I haven't got to be on YouTube all day every day to make sure that I don't miss your content. They know if they jump on a Sunday night 8 o'clock, your video is going to be there. And that's one of the biggest consistencies that is something that I've worked out. At the beginning I was just throwing content, but also what you got to think about is that when you are creating content, you don't really want to sit on it too long, because trends in the hairdressing industry change so quick. You want to be getting your, if you've got a video edited, I say, like, put it out there, just put it up, and that time you'll get a lot of information from just putting it up there than holding on to it. Because yes, consistency, like I'm saying, if you put it up, people know. But if they've subscribed to you, when they jump up the like the For You page, it'll be there anyway. So it's not really a massive thing. It's just a way of creating a community that know when you're going to be uploading, so they don't miss you. But when you've got a video, I just say put it up there and then start to work from that. Because from your analytics, what you'll be able to know is, say you put your first video up on a Tuesday afternoon, 4 o'clock, and it gets little views. But then you put a video up on Thursday at 2 o'clock, and it's like you get mega views. It's like, that's weird. You put another video up on a Sunday, it gets okay views. So you think, right, let's put a video back up on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Gets big views again. Tuesday, 2 o'clock is your time. Stay consistent with that, and then start to dot videos in around it to start to work on the data that you can really start to understand and start to grow your channel. So, question from Mark: are there different types of YouTube accounts, channels? How do you create or set up a channel that you intend to make money or monetize? Great question, Mark. So there isn't different types. Literally, set up a channel, go onto YouTube, put your email address in, password, set it up, and if you intend to make money from it, hit 1,000 subscribers, hit 4,000 watch hours, and just keep growing. And that's it. You can rewatch this after, because I did a lot of stuff at the beginning that might help you as well. But no, YouTube is one space that you can be on to create content, create wealth, create value, create everything. A community that's just going to build you as a authority, or as a person of interest, or dare I say, a celebrity. Those sorts of things. It's just a place where people can gain information from. That is the big thing about this, about YouTube, and I'll talk about it. I think it's after this. No, it's right at the end of this. But the biggest reason that it works so well is because of what's at the end of this presentation. Who am I? So experiment with different content formats. So again, live stream. You've got long form. Long form are like that, like you're watching now, and they are over a minute long. But I would say the perfect time is no problem, Mark. The perfect time is for a video once you are monetized. At the beginning, any time is great. Just be putting up as many videos as possible to create as much detailed analytical data as possible, so you can then start to understand who your fan base are, where they're from, what time they watch, are they male and female, how old are they, and you can really start to tailor it. But different formats, so you've got long form, you've got shorts, you've got live stream, you've got community tabs, you've got all that, you've got podcasts, you've got all of that built into YouTube. So you've got, 5 different formats to be able to create a community with. And long form are your really high level value videos that people come and find your information and they watch you like a TV show. Shorts are basically, think of them as adverts. So they're the gateway to helping people find you from a short form to your long form. So it's a little TV advert of you or what you do that will take them to your YouTube channel. You've got live streams, which helps you engage with your clients, viewers, and what that will be able to grow more is your community, because people get to know you that little bit more, rather than thinking, how many takes was this? Does he always do it like this? Is it always like that? Like, this is me, and if you do lives, they just get to know you, get to love you, and become your fans. Community posts, you can use that to preview. You can use it for pictures. You can use it for blog posts. You can use it for members only stuff as well. So once you've got a members only place on YouTube as well, so you can grow that, and then people pay you. It could be small, it could be huge amounts of money, but they become your fans. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see just below there's a little join button. That's how they join your community. from a paid perspective. So analysing your performance to identify what works best. That's basically that. So you create as much content as possible, all different formats, to be able to create as much data as possible. You go into a YouTube studio, you start to see ages, genders, demographic, geographic, and everything. And you start to really understand who your viewer is, what time they're waking up, what time they're going to bed, what time they're having lunch, and then you start to really tailor it towards that. But also appeasing all your other audience by putting videos here and there just to hit those other times. So Mark, does YouTube provide the tools to help you create and edit video, or do you have to edit your own video? Do you have your own video editor? I haven't got a video editor, no. I use my own editor software. I use Filmora and I use CapCut on my phone, but YouTube does have an editor, yeah. So if you were to upload a video to YouTube, you could then go and edit it, cut off the front, cut off the back, cut off some bits in the middle. There's even a new feature that's just popped out. If you've got music, so say you're in the salon, you've got copyrighted music playing behind you, you'd get you'd get a copyright notice saying this video can't be monetized. But there's a new feature launched last week. You press it, gets rid of the music and keeps your voice. Ridiculous. YouTube is the place that is it's the only place that's doing all of this. Network and collaborate. So connecting with other hairdressers on YouTube, I would definitely jump into other hairdressers' comment sections, just say how great their video is, what scissors do they use, what combs do they use. You follow them on other social networks. Just grow. If they see you start to influence stuff positively, they'll come over to your channel, they'll support you, stuff like that. Participate in hair related communities. So you've got Facebook groups, and if you start to become quite a known figure in them, then you can start to just drop in your videos in there. They are big moments because you'll feel like, oh my god, this forum is full of hairdressers which are unbelievable, much better than what I am. I'm going to go and put a video in here, and I'm going to be taking a lot of negativity. Get used to it. There's going to be people saying, oh god, you've got a YouTube channel, I'd love to do that. Help them. Oh, if you want to know how to do YouTube, I'll help you do YouTube. Can you help me how you did that bob? Or can you help me how you did that colour technique? Stuff like that. Collaborate on videos with other creators. So earlier it was hairdressers, now it's creators. So if you've got vloggers or YouTubers or Instagram people, TikTokers, get them into the salon, do their hair, and do like a collaboration sort of thing. So where there is either a contract or a verbal agreement where, look, you film this, and this, put it on yours, but link back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel. This is going to be the long form. They'll do maybe a little reel, which is like, come with me to so-and-so, I'm going to get my hair done. You film the whole thing. Their short reel on Instagram and TikTok, if that's what they do, or YouTube, but just, I always say TikTok and Instagram because not many people do YouTube. Like there's obviously a lot of people doing it, but there's not in comparison to Facebook, TikTok, and TikTok and Instagram. In the hair world, I must add, in the hair world, because YouTube is the second biggest social media. If you class it as a social media, I don't really class it as social media. It's a different thing for me, but yeah, it's huge, and it's owned by Google, if you didn't know. So YouTube is owned by Google. What happens to the channel after you die? Does it continue to make money? It does. It sure does. And then what you want to be doing though, and that's a great question, Mark, what you want to do by then is you want to put it into another family member's name, and it just continues to make them money. So like with my daughter Rosa, what I've done is I've made her a YouTube channel, and it's called What's Rosa Doing? And we basically go on family trips. First of all, it's to capture every single moment of her growing up, but then also when she hits that age of wanting a job, don't know what to do, wanting money, pocket money, hopefully YouTube by then will be creating some money for her to be able to continue to live, continue to do. Dare I say it, build up so much that it buys houses, cars, who knows. But YouTube is the way to be able to think of it as a new pension. That's what I think of YouTube as. It's a new pension to be able to continue to make you money. Because as well, what you think of is hair content is evergreen. And if you don't know what evergreen means it's content that will come around time and time again. So that, like, whereas the wolf cut is a take on the shag, you say in 20 years time the shag is like massive again. It's all about shag haircuts. But then in 50 years time, it might have sort of like gone full circle again and been like wolf cut. And in 50 years, I mean, I won't be here in 50 years, will I? I might be. It might have gone all around, and wolf cut's coming in, and people are like, "What's this wolf cut?" And then we're like, "I remember wolf cut. Wolf cut was when I first started YouTube. That's when wolf cut come about." So that's the thing. People then start searching that. They'll find all my old videos on wolf cuts, butterfly cuts, shag haircuts, and starts to make money. So this is the new pension. It's quite a good video title, actually. So remember, first of all, I just want to say again, thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for participating. It's been amazing. Building a successful YouTube channel takes time, effort. You've got to be patient, consistent, passionate about your content, which is what I said at the beginning. If you decide to do something that you're not passionate about, the whole time and effort thing and patience will seem like forever. If it's something that you're doing already, but you just want to bring it alongside what you're doing, it's going to be an absolute breeze. So it's something to work alongside with what you're doing already. And this is the not so secret. So YouTube is essentially a search engine for video content. Just like Google, it uses algorithms to determine which videos to show users based on their search queries. And this is how it works. So YouTube is owned by Google. Google is the biggest search engine in the world. So whenever you search anything, Google always brings up search results. And what does it bring you now? Videos. Why does it bring you videos? Because it's YouTube. Who owns YouTube? Google. How do Google make money? How does YouTube make money? By videos. So that's why they're pushing so much video content. If you Google anything, there'll be a video somewhere. And that is where you really want to get into. That's how my channel blew up. So I got onto Google ranking with a wolf cut. If you typed in wolf cut, my video was #1 and it popped up straight away, which is absolutely insane. They're the things that I always strive for. It's so hard unless a big trend pops off soon and it's like, right, got to be the first one to do it. You've got to be the first of, say, 10 to do something like that and get into Google search. So with YouTube is basically a search engine. That's all it is. Don't think of it as, that's why I said, oh, social media, when I said about Facebook being top, then YouTube, and I don't really see YouTube as a social media. It's because it's not really. YouTube is a search engine and it just brings you videos rather than text. But what it does is it creates the community. So daily, I mean, how many searches must there be daily for things? And there's daily searches for what haircut should I have tomorrow at the salon? What haircut is trending right now? What hair color is trending? What haircut suits a 50-year-old? Stuff like that. They're the titles that you really want for your description, because if you think about, if you're not a hairdresser and you're watching this and you're in an industry, you've got to think about what people are searching for. So say you are, take it right back, a binman, someone, or a garbage collector for Mark. So if I was a binman and I was going to start YouTube, I would be I'd be looking at my title saying, what bin bag is the strongest for my rubbish? What bin bag will hold rubble? That sort of thing. Because those things, people will be picking up bin bags, and they'll pick it up, and it's like shopping bags. You pick up a shopping bag, you've got too much in it and it splits. And you think, oh, this bag's rubbish. Always thinking, well, I wonder what bin bag is probably the best. Or is that only me? What bin bag is the strongest? Like, this is just content. Everything is literally content. What microphone to use, what camera to use, what scissors to use, what comb to use, what clips section hair the best, what tong curls hair the best. Stuff like that. That is it. So here's how it works. So search queries, when users type something into YouTube search bar or Google, The platform looks for videos that match the query. That is fundamentally it. You need to have a title that people are searching for on an evergreen scale. So basically, what haircut suits my face shape? That will be searched for eternity. So engagement. Videos with high watch times, likes, comments and shares are more likely to rank higher in search results. So when it comes to likes and comments, this is something that I work with Ian on. So when it comes to getting negative comments, love them, because they're the people that want to bring you down. They're the ones that won't let it rest until they finally get the final word or the final comment. So just keep stoking the fire. Keep putting little emojis in there, little laughing faces, because they're not going to let it rest. They're going to be the ones that are like, what are you laughing at? This is ridiculous. That haircut's terrible. I wouldn't have that haircut in my life. What colour is that? YouTube doesn't know between good and bad comments. Has no idea. Same with likes and dislikes. I just watched a vlogger earlier, and he was vlogging. He was like, hey everyone, if you're loving this, please put thumbs up. If you're not, thumbs down. Because all YouTube know is that this video is getting eyes on it, and people are loving it, people are hating it. This video is very controversial. I'm going to push it a little bit more. Oh, it's even more controversial. I'm going to push it a bit further. Oh, this video could go viral for its controversy. All I'm doing is a fringe, but people love it and hate it. And that's the difference when it comes to creating content like that. So relevance. YouTube prioritizes videos that are highly relevant to the search term, considering factors like title, description, tags, and video content. Tags is something that I haven't spoke about yet, but I can do on another video. But with titles and descriptions being the main thing, you guys are already set up for it by using Google Gemini, ChatGPT, and just thinking about it, using your clients in the salon. If a client says, so what actually does this shampoo do? It's like, oh my God, what does this volumizing shampoo do? There's your video title. There you go. Algorithm updates. So YouTube's algorithm is constantly evolving to improve search results and user experience. And when people say the algorithm hates me, you are the algorithm. It's you. So whatever you consume, whatever you put out there, whatever titles you write, whatever description you write, you are the algorithm. You are making the algorithm either notice you or disregard you. So that's the thing. And that is the end of the presentation. So if you are still watching, just jump in the comments, and if there's any questions, I'll do a little bit of a question and answer session, because we've still got 8.5 minutes of the hour. But I just want to say thank you for everybody that has come to watch it. If it's been of value to you, please either subscribe if you're new, thumbs up or thumbs down if you've hated it, because YouTube doesn't really care. I do though, so thumbs up. Thanks Lee, appreciate it watching it. Hope I've helped. I look forward to seeing your videos soon. Thank you Stephanie, appreciate it. I'm glad it's been really informative. Would you want me to do like another beginner's one, but maybe looking at tags, hashtags, how to create searches or stuff like that? If you do, just let me know, and we can do something like that. Could do something next Monday, if Monday's best. I could put it out there maybe once a month. Thanks Mark. Okay Lee, cool. We'll do something. Thanks Mike. I'm glad it's helped. Again, if you're just watching, you can re-watch it from the beginning because it'll be on YouTube. Perfect, amazing. So let's just bring these up. So there we go. Thanks Lee. Thanks Stephanie. Thank you Mark. Again, thanks Mike. And again, we'll do some more. And on the live here, again, thank you. Jamie, thank you, appreciate it. So yeah, I'll come up with another one, and I'll ping it out again on my socials. I'll do it on the community tab on here. I'll do it on Instagram and stuff like that, so you can see. But what I would appreciate, could you just do me a little bit of like a testimonial? A video testimonial would be amazing. Just to say that you found this good, or bad or whatever. And it would also get you used to talking on camera and sending it to somebody. That would be really good. But yeah, thank you, Mark, as well. Thank you from Chicago. That's where you're from, isn't it? Chicago. So yeah, I'm going to log off. But if you could, and you could tag me on Instagram, if you could send me those videos, I'd really appreciate it. Just DM me. But yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, Nicola. Really great. I agree with what you said. Not being a hairdresser, the buzzwords you create to generate views are important to a non-hairdresser. A lot of great advice. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I am absolutely roasting. I'm gonna go get changed, and I will be back. All right.